What's going on, Tribe Nation? Apache here. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day out there. But this is the pilot, this is the intro, the very beginning of a new series called Ask Apache. For anybody who back in the day used to watch Woody's Gamertag, Mail Mondays, or Dear Nero by Nero Cinema, basically I'm going to be answering questions from you guys, maybe regarding advice in your personal lives, or if it comes to Call of Duty or Battlefield, or anything that has to do with gaming. I'm going to be answering questions there as well. I figure this will be a way to kind of get to know you guys a little better. I pulled questions from Twitter. If you guys want to DM me directly on Twitter, if you want to remain anonymous, that's up to you. I have no reason to put your information out there. If you don't want it out there, I'm not going to put it out there. End of story. Or if you guys want to leave it as a comment in the comment section below, that's completely fine, and I can read it from there as well and kind of pick one out. But anyways, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. You guys probably have seen videos just like this, and I'm going to get right into it. I really do. I'm a big fan of videos like this, so I really wanted to get into it. And I went through Twitter, and like I said, I had people ask me some questions. So this one's an anonymous one, so I can't say the name. But he says, "What's up, man? I enjoy your videos for being a small YouTuber, but I'm in a pretty bad situation. I recently just moved to a new state and just started high school, but I feel like everyone here hates me. It seems like every time I make a joke or try to start conversation, I get shut down pretty quick. I want to move back home to South Dakota, but my dad's military and I'm pretty much stuck here. Is there any way you could give me advice on how to be more likable when it comes to high school? I'm really tired of nobody wanting to connect with me, even if I make the effort." So basically, what you're saying is that you're in a bad situation. You don't want to be in that high school, in that state, and you're trying to make friends. I applaud the fact that you're trying to make friends. You're trying to connect. You're making jokes, trying to start conversations, and it's really just not falling through. So I understand what you're saying there, and you feel like everybody hates you because of that. And I'm going to tell you this. I don't want you to think that I'm saying you're selfish, but everybody, every human being on earth, we all innately have it hardwired in our brain to think about, after you leave school or walk out of a grocery store, you're always wondering, what did these people think about me? Or before, when you get ready in the morning, you look at yourself and say, do I look presentable to everybody? You worry about everybody worries about what everybody thinks about them entirely too much. And sure, I think it's great that you're making jokes, trying to start conversation, but it's not really making a joke or conversation isn't you paying for a friendship. You don't need to consciously make the effort to go in there and start a friendship. All you need to do is go in there, be yourself. People will like you. They might actually feel like you're forcing things a little too much, and they might be like, what's up with this guy? I mean, he's trying to be a little too forceful, be a little too upfront. If you're not making friends at all, like you're just having issues, then enroll yourself in an extracurricular activity at school as well. I did that when I was in high school, and I noticed that I started getting a lot of friends. And the amount of friends that you have isn't always important. Sometimes you just need 3 people by your side that you can trust and that you can be yourself with. You can laugh at stuff that really nobody else would understand. Sometimes that's more important. But enrolling yourself in an extracurricular activity is a great starting point. And just being yourself. You're thinking about it way too much, and you're trying way too hard. And I think if anything, people can see that. And I don't think that anybody hates you. Like that was my point in the beginning. I don't think that these people go home and tell their parents, "Hey, Dad, there's just one guy that I fucking hate in my high school. I can't stand him." I seriously doubt that that's the case. So just chill out. Stop being so cynical. Stop thinking people hate you. Be yourself. Don't force friendships. They'll come to you. And things naturally happen that way. Like you're just trying to force it way too hard. Maybe you did say your dad was military, but it seems like you've never moved anywhere before. You're always going to be the new guy when it comes to something. Alright, so next up we have Spacebound87, and he says, what do you think about the mob mentality of the internet these days? It seems like if one person starts hating on a game like Infinite Warfare, it turns into everyone hating it. Some people have never even touched the game and somehow think it's bad without ever testing it out for themselves. It kind of seems unfair because the game isn't that bad. It gets a little boring, but that doesn't mean it's trash. If one person starts hating on a YouTuber, it seems like everyone jumps on the bandwagon and starts that as well. What's your thoughts on this mob mentality? Now, what you mean is basically that one person starts doing something and it catches on. That's a trend. That's not new. That's happened since the beginning of fucking time. A caveman watched somebody create a wheel out of a rock and did it too. It's monkey see, monkey do. And I don't think it's unfair for people who've never played Infinite Warfare to not want it at this point. When the game came out, when it first came out, I even said myself, give it a try if you already have the game. Don't just jump over on Modern Warfare Remastered and not even give Infinite Warfare a chance. I said, give Infinite Warfare a chance. If you don't like it, don't play it. It's no big deal, and I don't blame you. But for somebody out there who hasn't even bought Infinite Warfare yet, if they're reading reviews, that's the point of a review. If one person said it was bad, another person's going to say it was bad, and then it's a lot of negative reviews, and the game's kind of been asking for that. It's not the best Call of Duty. The game by itself, if it wasn't called Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, if it was just called Infinite Warfighter, and it was released that way, people would say, wow, this is a good game. But the fact that we've played so many other Call of Duties out there for the past few years, we have other Call of Duties to compare this one to. And, I mean, this is the first year that a Call of Duty hasn't even been nominated for Game of the Year. So reasonably, it's understandable that these people hear each other complain about it, and then both of them meet eye to eye and say, wow, I don't like it either. However, I do think when the trailer first came out for Infinite Warfare and it got tons of hate, I think it became the most disliked video on YouTube ever, like up there with Rebecca Black and all that. I think that was a little unfair because nobody had played Infinite Warfare yet. So yes, before the game came out, I think everybody should have gave it a chance. But now that it's out and people are reviewing it, people are giving their criticism and feedback and things like that, I feel like it is entirely fair for somebody to listen to each other and say that, you know, this is not a great game. As far as YouTube goes, I mean, you said if one person starts hating on a YouTuber, it seems like everyone jumps on the bandwagon and starts that as well. What's your thoughts on this mob mentality? Yeah, I do think that's an entirely separate situation. If one person starts hating on a YouTuber, like another YouTuber starts a beef with another one, starts talking trash, and then all of their fans follow, I do think that's a little wrong. I do think that is a completely different situation. And just nowadays, in a way, if a YouTuber asks for it, if they do something that's extremely backhanded and one person notices and lets everybody else know, that's fine. But like, I'm just not down for a lot of the YouTube drama that goes on nowadays. I think it's entertaining, but I don't really delve into it that much. But yeah, if one person starts hating on a YouTuber and everybody jumps on the bandwagon or whatever you want to call it, that's a little messed up. But I mean, who am I to say that if I hear 5 people's opinion on somebody and I agree with their opinion, then I don't like that person either. If I have the facts and I don't like them, then that's just, it is what it is. It's a trend. It's happened since the beginning of time. But our last question of the video comes from Cronus_X. He says, I want to become a professional Call of Duty player, but I'm only allowed to play on weekends. Wow, that really sucks. I'm 14 and I see pros playing nearly every day for many hours. Is my hopes and dreams of becoming a pro Call of Duty player completely gone? My parents really don't understand that gaming is taking off. Now, one thing I will say is that you have to be 18 to even be eligible or able to become a pro in Call of Duty. The Call of Duty World League or CWL, that's their rules. And CWL is going to be around for probably the foreseeable future when it comes to Call of Duty, and unless they change that rule, that's how it is. So you're 14. You've got 4 years to get this figured out. You might not even want to be a pro anymore when you're 18. That's a long ways away. But playing on weekends, yes, that sucks. I mean, my parents always let me play as long as I wanted to, as long as I had all of my responsibilities out of the way and I didn't go to sleep at like 4 in the morning, then they were fine with it. And maybe as you get older, your parents might become okay with it too. 14, I mean, in 2 years, when you're 16 or even 17, they might not care as much. They might just kind of let you do your own thing. So don't make a big deal out of it. Just try and become as good as you can and play on the weekends, play as much as you can, get as good as you can, and see where how you feel about it in the future. You said that your parents really don't understand that gaming is taking off, and it is, man. I mean, there's tons of players out there who are making tons of money off Call of Duty or esports in general. YouTube's doing really well, despite some things, it fluctuates up and down throughout the years and stuff like that. But, I mean, all in all, this is brand new to everybody, in a sense. I mean, it's been around for quite a while now, but it's fairly new. And making a living off of gaming or YouTube or anything like that, it's a privilege, and not everybody's going to make it. Not everybody's going to have a big channel, or not everybody's going to make it in the esports scene and be the best player, no matter how much time they put into it. So make sure that you've got all the responsibilities out there, you're set, you're doing good in school. I mean, the fact that you only play on the weekends must mean that your grades should be good. But as you get older, your parents might change their mind. Show them these YouTube channels and all of these players who are doing really well in their life, playing Call of Duty competitively and doing YouTube and doing commercials. Show them that kind of stuff, but just hang in there. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for the video. I do hope that you enjoyed. I'm going to try a few more of these Q&A style advice videos out and see if you guys like them. If you did, drop a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you guys think, or just drop a like either way. Also, if you guys want to ask a question of your own, there's always the comment section as well for that, or my Twitter. If you want to DM me, I'll leave my Twitter link in the description below as always. So if you guys want to check that out there, that's fully up to you. Anyways, again, I want to thank you guys for watching, but as for now, I'll see you guys later.